right now, and I want to begin with the 2024 election and the promise that
But this gun topic will be revisited.
Oh no no no
when
no
Sammens
no
comes.
Sammens will come. No, I want to know his whereabouts over the weekend to explain things, and then we'll enter into it properly. You can ask your questions at the time.
Okay, when he comes.
When he comes.
Okay. Sure. We are waiting.
He was All right, so we're going to get right into it. Now, let me just quickly read for you this story we have here. NDC to scrap academic fees for first-year students. They'll just read a portion of, well, let me just read the story for you, okay? Story brought to you by Akosua Ochri. It says here, the National Democratic Congress has announced that it will offer tuition-free education for first-year students in public universities when it wins the 2024 general elections. Now, this initiative, according to the party, is a part of a broader reform strategy designed to enhance accessibility to higher education, particularly for students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. Now, the party's flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, announced the proposal during the launch of the NDC's Youth Manifesto in Accra on Monday, August 12, 2024. Now, in addition to the education policy, Mahama outlined several key proposals, including the introduction of a 24-hour economy policy. This policy aims to boost economic activity around the clock, potentially generating more job opportunities and enhancing productivity. Now, I quote, we will create an enabling environment for young people to thrive and lay a foundation for prosperous Ghanaians, not just a few. We will increase access to quality education from the basic and secondary cycle to tertiary levels, as well as affordable healthcare and numerous job creation programs, he said. Additionally, the party proposed the establishment of a ministry for youth development, which the party's leader, Mahama, said would presumably focus on unlocking the full potential of Ghana's young people. All right, so this is the story we have for you from on ChannelOneNews.com. Yeah. Right now, before you comment on this, Mr. Samuel Mensah has joined us on the set this morning. He is the host of Footprints, and we're gonna find out from him how the entire weekend went. Sammens, Akwaba.
Yeah. The Pepele weekend.
The Pepele weekend, yes. But how was the weekend?
It was okay.
No, we want to know about the Homowo weekend.
Oh,
where were you? I was in Kaneshie.
Okay, that's Gamashi, so it's fine. Yes. It's only the Gamashi Homowo. It's only just begun. So every weekend and some weekdays, you are going to see Homowo throughout the whole month of August. Yeah. So it will just be Homowo like that.
Yeah. No, I've stored some quickly and palm nut soup in my fridge. So
At least you have a fridge, man.
Oh yeah. I know. I didn't see that coming.
At least you have a fridge.
Others don't.
Others don't. So
you have to heat the palm soup every morning. Heat the palm soup every morning
until it becomes flour. Yeah.
The dehydrated
palm nut stew. Then you box it with the fried pepe. You know. So well, it happened, and Accra was very, very, very busy. In some suburbs, people didn't even sleep at all.
Wow.
As at 6 a.m. on Sunday, pubs were still packed.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pubs in the Akotolante area. All the way to Bukom Square, Bukom area, to Kolegono, and street parties were all over the place, roads blocked.
Amazing.
And you know, it's just merrymaking. And for the young people, that's their reference point for Homowo. They don't really worry about the spiritual side of it, and that's what we all remember growing up.
So you know, The country is not making good use of this man, eh?
Why,
Things. See. If the man is talking about Kumasi, he talks about
the level of detail.
the
level of
detail.
detail. Yeah. You watched the Upside Down.
Yeah.
You saw it.
What the man is talking about Accra?
It's not only you who was shocked.
Man is talking about Accra. Yesterday
man.
I was listening to his interview with Azuma Nelson.
Yes.
And I mean, some of the corners he was mentioning. Then he's talking about Nigeria.
Yeah. And
he knows places too.
Larry, that's all I know. It doesn't go beyond that.
He goes to Eastern region. And the man is giving you
details.
I went there, I was there.
Larry, Charlie, Akwetia people say hi. People from Akwetia.
One of these days, you have to take me there.
Oh, I will take you, man. If you don't mind, next week we can find a day, and then from here we'll move straight to there.
We'll be there. You'll follow us.
You know, the good thing is that they've done the roads, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the roads
that's
there.
Nice. That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, the roads there now since the villages were created.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen tarred roads in that area.
With all that came from Akwetia.
From Enyinam Junction.
Okay.
Cutting through all the villages between Enyinam all the way to Kede.
Okay.
They have over 67 villages along the stretch. Some moving off the mill.
Yeah.
So now the roads have been tarred.
Wow.
All the way.
But that's very impressive.
Abomosu, Kwabing,
Okay.
all through. Oh, beautiful.
I see.
Beautiful.
It's proper countryside driving.
Yeah.
So at times, if I don't have anything to do, I just go and drive there to happy myself.
See the greens.
But the quota, we didn't have, so now we're happy. Because the roads minister comes from there.
Okay.
Charlie, when the roads minister comes from your village, Charlie, you will do the quota into your bedroom. And the papa will fear, papa.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're good.
We're going to get right into it. Almost all the papers are carrying the story that we're looking at. Daybreak says Mahama promises free tertiary education, which is actually not quite accurate. I mean, I'm sure the story gives us the proper details, but it was the first year that he promised to take away the tuition fee. So Daily Guide says Mahama's free level 100 policy stokes fire. We have, so in this one, the Daily Graphic takes a different angle. It says we'll create jobs for you. And he shows the youth and so on. So the different papers are carrying
with the youth agenda.
The youth agenda,
For me, anything that is to make sure that the youth are prepared for tomorrow, I'm all for it. Okay. Because very often we hear that they are the future leaders. I'm not sure whether you and I, we are still within that bracket.
Sorry, I don't understand.
We can safely say.
I'm in my 40s.
Well, you are dealing with somebody who's crossed the barrier.
I'm in my 40s. A while ago, I had Bernard, who is my age mate, saying that, he's also crossed that.
Wow.
That
you go to EP Church? Traditionally?
My mother started as EP Church, so I also started as EP Church.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, in Methodist, the youth, you have to be 50. If you go to the youth head, he's 55.
There was a time E.T. Mensah, who was in his 50s.
We the young people.
Yeah, he was. Oh, okay. And then I think Haruna Idrisu took over from him.
So we are all youths, Charlie.
No, but Sammens, you are not youth.
Well, it depends on what you want in life. You haven't seen the politicians. When they want to look young, then they go and wear Lacoste t-shirts, and then they wear colorful horse and kettle shirts, and then they take pictures, then they put lipstick on their layers. It's actually constant people. Why are you hiding from growing? You grow and you grow.
Every time die in your head.
Yomo. They put yomo in your head. And you can't stand there that people should believe that you are young. Don't you know that some people didn't get to the age that you are, that if you thank God that you are old?
Thank you.
So, David, we are old, that you are old. Don't mind him.
I'm not minding anybody.
He wants you to feel bad that you be growing.
I want him to be part of us.
I went to visit Bishop Dag this weekend, and he said, hey, David, now you're over 50, or you're getting close to 60 now. I said, please, I'm just over 50.
Once upon a time, that he was a young medical student who had just completed medical school.
Now he's 61. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
He was once like us.
Yeah.
And we will be like him.
We will be like him. We'll get there.
So anything that, you know, promotes the youth agenda, preparing them for tomorrow, we should all be for it. Okay. And I think that it's good that we are trying to find ways and means through which this entry of first-year students are concerned. However, I'm worried about free SHS being free and this one also coming the way it is coming. Okay, particularly when we don't have the kind of resources, you know, that is required to manage this initiative.
Yeah, okay.
I have various times listened to CTFM, you know, getting requests from first-year students struggling to enter the university. They've good grades, brilliant students, but then there's nothing for them to do as far as entry is concerned, raising money and then to enter. Now, then the scholarship secretariat is there, and whatever the stories are as far as the scholarship secretariat is concerned, it's out there for you and I to talk about. Get Fund is also trying to manage something by way of building, what you call it, infrastructure, and at times has even gone out of its way to grant Get Fund scholarship to mainly politicians and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
Napo benefited some time ago. This lady at Ajua Safo benefited, and a list of, you know, people who were benefiting from Get Fund scholarship. Now, how can we have a conversation around this whole thing to streamline as to who and who needs, you know, this need this particular initiative? A while ago, we tried Cocoa Board scholarship, and the Cocoa Board scholarship went to people who were not even cocoa farmers.
Yeah, or related
to cocoa farmers. Okay, and then that has ended some way somehow.
My biggest challenge with this proposal, and I actually I kind of like it. I like the idea that finances shouldn't be a barrier to entering university. But I'm wondering if it's not prematurely thought through.
Yeah.
If I can
For me, I would have,
in the sense of what happens to that student who was truly destitute. In second year. Because second year doesn't take long to come.
No.
Once you're in there.
Exactly. So that is just the entry. But what happens thereafter? Is there an assumption that once you enter, you will be able to find your way? But it's not like that. The higher you climb, the more difficult it becomes for you as far as, you know, continuation is concerned. Because then you have to buy this. Practical is coming. So and so and so and so. You have to do that. And they require a lot of resources to manage that kind of that situation. I would have expected that, okay, let's make free SHS better. Put more infrastructure, you know, put more
to
resources.
Strengthen that secondary level.
Then after that, you can even, while there, you will be able to even know who and who will make it to the tertiary. And once they are there, you kind of tease out whatever their needs are, okay? Before, in any case, most of this, how many public universities do we have?
I think about 6 or 7 now.
Okay, and they are competing with the private universities, okay? Legon, the school fees you pay at Gimpa, it's like 3 or 4 times what Legon collects from you. University Tech is also charging its own thing. It's not streamlined. Okay? And so for me, much as it's a good initiative, you would want that we should tease out the nuances of it, and I'm sure we'll get a better, a better place.
Sammens, I like the idea, but I don't know if it's been well.
Sorry, which idea?
No, the idea of the first-year students, getting into university tuition free. But very quickly, if it's only first year, then very quickly reality is going to hit. I don't know if it's a proposal that has been properly thought through. I'm not sure. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
I'm not qualified to determine whether it has been properly thought through.
It's possible it has, but with the nuances of it, like Larry is saying, we need to interrogate that and see.
Well, I think it's for me, it's a positive energy being drawn from the outcome of the free SHS, which challenges President Mahama to also do something.
Yeah,
you understand? Because they are in touch with the citizenry, and you get a feeling that this free SHS has come to stay. Let me put it that way. And people attach a certain degree of religious excitement to the free SHS because it's free, And if you cannot, first they said that, it can't happen. Then later they said they're doing progressive, and now they said they brought it, and So if you look at the timeline, you can see that it's been a battle to take some part ownership of something free. Okay, now it's gotten to a point. Okay, let's leave the free SHS thing and also create our own, if you like, blue ocean that we can also own. I do not, in principle, disagree with the effort of government to make academic service free or accessible. I do not disagree. But two things that I think both political parties have missed out on, which eventually is going to cripple us as a country. And one, with particular respect to this policy, for the world of me, I do not understand why it should be just first years. Okay. When you complete first year, you're not awarded a diploma.
No.
And with this structure, definitely after first year there will be fallouts. So what happens to them? They go out saying that I finished first year the university.
You are still a secondary school,
and without tackling the causative factors that actually got them into that space of inability to pay. Okay? So year one, you have paid for their user fees, so making it possible for them to enter. Now they have 3 more years ahead of them. Who's going to do that payment? So that's a question that we need to answer. But that's on the minor side. Now the bigger issue that I think both parties will have to revisit is the issue of means testing.
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, means testing in statistics, you need to look at affordability and you need to put structures in place for qualification.
Okay, yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
I mean, why should everybody walk to Sweden Secondary School and not pay anything?
Yeah, with a free SHS, you mean?
Yes.
You mean?
And then when school vacates, they go to the UK, to the US for holidays.
Yeah.
Who said that we can afford? Everything shows that we cannot afford. Okay. So I think that, yes, the feeling of free, nobody will reject it. But as a country, we are hurting. And it's only a matter of time that we'll come to a place where we'll be on our knees that, look, we are near cancer, you ain't me yet. Okay. One, why not, you talked about making it better. For me, it's simple. Free day schools, everybody goes to school for free. If you want to go to boarding house, we need to do the means testing.
Yeah.
And there's a way to do that. Your parents, whether the parents are still together, whether the parents are in employment, whether they have the abilities, there's a way to check all these things so that it becomes a scholarship of some sort.
Yeah.
You understand? That way, you're able to raise additional money from those who are able to pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get me? And you can apply the same structure to the tertiary, which way you can even open up for the full degree program. But if you start by saying that when you are going to first year, you won't pay academic user fees, what about second year? What about third year?
Yeah.
And how do you, so you walk out and go and work and come back, you know, it's not straightforward. But for the two parties, I just think that the free SHS, as it is now, it's been one of the most revolutionary things any government has done. No two ways about that. But we also know that the way it is, we cannot sustain it because we don't have the resources to do that. You understand? And because we cannot sustain it, guess what? We have actually reduced certain elements in the boarding space just to keep it going.
Okay.
The quality of food is
poor.
And it's very poor. Dormitories are hustling. Beds, you know. I'm just saying that
inter-school sports activity.
Yeah, a lot of things have had to be sacrificed just to keep it going. But is that the ideal? We all know the answer. No. So we can make it better. We have to make some sacrifices. You know, we can afford going as a day student. You don't pay anything. You just go and study, go home. If you have to sleep there, look, if you talk to some of the headmasters, you weep. The burdens they are carrying, even keeping their lights on.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Accra, a while ago was disconnected. Just this year.
Keeping their lights on. So I wouldn't say that the free SHS is bad. It's not bad. It's very good. But how do we sustain it? You know. And then John Mahama says, okay, me too, I want to add this. But the question still remains, how do we sustain it? And when people are done with year one, what happens? They should wait till another leader comes to say that, okay, I'm also adding year two. No, we can't do that.
You know, I think that this Ghana card thing, it's one of the best means through which we can assess the parental responsibility. Okay? That when you are filling your form, your parents' name are supposed to be there. They are supposed to be there. Then, like he said, you test whether or not this guy is gainfully employed. How much is he earning? And you can use that to determine whether or not
they are capable
of going to, doing the boarding system. Again, I mean, we've built community schools where you could just move from your house to school and back. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to be in a boarding house. I recall back in Biako, we had, master's who were living in bungalows with a student in a boarding house. So normally when it comes to weeding, all you see is that the guy is missing. He's apparently sleeping in his father's bungalow. Okay. Meanwhile, he's a boarder.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a boarder.
But in this case, he didn't need to be.
No, I mean,
because it's your house is just
on
campus.
Yeah, it's on campus.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So grounds work, he doesn't show up. But every other thing that we, the boarders, were doing, I mean, you will see him there enjoying every facility. I mean, there was. Yeah. Now, we were talking about the traditional universities. We had the Tech, the Legons, and so on. And later, the polytechnics also joined. Then the teacher training schools are also now universities, isn't it?
Really?
Yes, they are.
Teacher training?
Yes, I think so.
I know
they elevated them to
university.
I think so.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, let's find out. Okay. And then the GIJs and so on and so forth are joined. Meaning that I mean, all
so
this.
there's quite a number.
Yes,
of them
quite
now.
a number.
Yeah. Because all the
First year
technical
students,
polytechnics and all
I
of
mean,
this.
they are in their thousands. Sometimes you could have over 6,000 first year students
alone. Yeah.
You know, and that is just for a particular school or a particular university. Imagine what cost we are talking about here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the politicians, they know where to find the money.
That's a huge bill. Anyway,
yeah, it's a huge one.
Let's take a quick break. When we're back, there's more conversations.
But not just so before you go,
yes.
we if you add the technical universities to the traditional universities, we now have at the last count 25 universities that are publicly owned.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is without the teacher
training.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a quick break.
And what are we churning out? Well, that's another debate.
It's a different discussion.
Oh, why? You have a problem with what we are churning out? When we were there, we had only 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes. When I was in, it was only 3.
3 universities.
Legon Tech and then
Kebas.
Yeah. Now we have 25.
Yeah, well, 15 traditionally, and then 10 from the technical universities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
nice one.
All right.
But it's okay. It's open access. Yeah. I'm sure that if I reverse the time and I were entering university now, like I did then, I probably wouldn't have ended up even doing the course I did.
Yeah.
Because you have more options?
You have more options, both in the course variety and then the school's variety. I probably may not have ended up going to KNUST.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you have done?
Oh no, maybe, but I loved the KNUST experience. I loved the Queen's Hall experience, which I would want to relive any day, you know.
Not the science experience.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't do science. I did computer science.
No, it's science.
So
it's science.
Also a science.
No, because you are not part of the science faculty.
Actually, that's true.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Oh, okay. Anyway.
All right, gentlemen, let's take a quick break.